Joining us live from Perth is Joe Siracusa. He is the Dean of Global Futures, the Faculty of Humanities at Curtin University. Thank you so much for being with us on the program. I can't help but compare the reactions of Biden in Putin's case versus Netanyahu's case. What does this tell us about where the U.S. stands in terms of how they see the decisions of the ICC?
Hello, Efnan. Well, actually, the United States does not adhere to the Rome statute. Says it has the ICC has no jurisdiction. That's the good news. The bad news is the ICC can recommend people in countries that do not recognize the ICC for arrest. So here we got Joe Biden, who has been a strong defender of Bibi Netanyahu from day one. Listening to the prosecutors say they're going to try to issue warrants for Netanyahu, and of course, he's also saying that he and the other guy they have moral equivalence here before the law. And of course, Biden's going crazy. His foreign policy has always led with idealism and things like this. It's very embarrassing for the administration. But look, Efnan, I said on your show months and months ago that asking young Israelis to engage in this kind of horrific warfare will have a morally corrosive effect on the Israeli people, and as well as anybody else who contributes to this thing. And so, today the chickens have come home to roost. We got a guy who's fairly objective saying that Israel has committed war crimes. Let's forget the other guy; that's another problem. And that the war is illegal and immoral. And Biden is sitting there like some idiot trying to say, well, these are outrageous charges. Of course they're not. I mean, the ICC has given voice to what everybody can see that's going on, that the war is illegal and immoral, and Joe Biden is holding it with both hands. Of course, this seals the fate of Biden. I mean, Biden's critics on the left are saying that he is supporting an illegal and immoral war, and of course now they can just simply point to the ICC and say, well, look, everybody else can see it too. So in this sense, Biden has no leg to stand on. And, frankly, Efnan, the emperor is not wearing any clothes anymore. He can't hide behind anything.
What about Israel? I mean, they love to talk about how democratic of a nation they are. Is this a hit to their credibility?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is a hit. I mean, they also do not belong to the ICC, though their citizens, as your last package showed, can be arrested wherever they go in countries that do recognize this. Yeah, this takes Israel can't hide behind its democracy anymore. I mean, democracies make sometimes terrible choices. My generation was the Vietnam War, and we killed a whole bunch of the wrong people behind, the guise of democracy. So, in a sense, Israel takes a hit here. This is Netanyahu does not represent all the Israeli people. He represents the right wing of the Israeli public, and he is now responsible for a permanent stain on Israeli conduct in this war, which will never wear off. And that's the first sentence you're going to read in history books and in his obituary, that he was a war criminal. So, you just can't make this stuff go away. I mean, today was a very dramatic announcement, and of course, coinciding with the death of the Iranian president, you hardly know which one to think about first. But look, this has very deep and I think severe consequences for the Israeli public, because the critics now will come forward and pound Netanyahu, and I think Joe Biden has no place to hide. He's been called out. He is now befriending, or he is complicit in international crimes against humanity, and he's got nowhere to go. And I'll tell you what, Joe Biden never thought for a moment, and we're about the same age, he would ever be in this position, trying to defend himself morally on the world stage. So shame on him. And I think he's going to have a tough time coming back from this.
Indeed. Joe Siracusa, thank you so much for sharing your analysis with us. I always appreciate it.